Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for many people's favorite segment on my channel, and I guess Facebook now also at this point. And this is my client Emma's vlog, the longest running client vlog I've had out of all these I've rotated in and out. All right, since she runs Conjugate, we started the week off with max effort bench press. We tested her bench max. Been quite a few weeks since we tested her normal competition style bench. She got 145, so again, strength is coming back after a bit of a hiatus. We're very, very happy to see that. Her supplemental work is very, very simple right now on upper body. There's nothing fancy in here at the moment. We don't need it. Flat benching with a pause, incline benching with a pause, chin-ups, dumbbell lateral raises, and some high rep band tricep press downs to keep her elbow tendons healthy. And some people would say, well, where's all the other tricep work? Well, she doesn't need it right now. We need pecs, we need front delts, all of those things to get her bench moving. Her triceps are plenty strong, as demonstrated on some stuff. Actually, her delts themselves are quite strong. What I'm looking at here is a little bit of front delt, because I see some imbalances when we tested her incline bench the other day. It was, from a percentage perspective, a little bit weak relative to her flat bench. So that being said, this is an area that we know we can work on. And that's one of the things that we do also on this system. Oftentimes we will take lifts that we know have carryover to the classic lift that are oftentimes used as assistance exercises and test our max on them. Because if we test our max on them, we have a direct side-by-side comparison. Not only do we get the benefits of doing a max effort lift for the day, but we can see kind of where we are in terms of strength. And if there's a significant disparity beyond what's normal for most people, then sometimes that assistance exercise, we can come in and do it for volume and build up those weak links. Now, we always throw shoulder work into her program. Again, that comes up in some of these vlogs. People will say, well, some of your clients do direct shoulder work, some don't. She cares a lot about her delts. They're really important to her visually. Even though we train for performance, she does care a lot about how her delts look. She's always said, look, they're important to me. I like having nice shoulders. So we always throw a little bit of bodybuilder type work in there. All right, for the back squats, we've had a lot of problems hitting depth lately. So she wanted to focus on, we just did a traditional back squat, classic back squat, trying to hit depth to get back below parallel again. She went up to 225, said she felt comfortable with the depth, and then called it there because it was a good training max. We've obviously hit bigger squats in the past for her, but again, we've also run into some issues to where she struggled just a little bit to reach depth, which can also be indicative of needing a little more quad development. By doing some extra quad work in the lengthened position, it can help with that. Which again, seeing some stuff here. So I have her doing good mornings, which she's quite strong at. And again, I will always stress that for your female lifters, we always need extra posterior chain work. And it's not for visual purposes. Now, a lot of women who will train this way appreciate the fact that they get a visual benefit, but that's actually not why we do it. We do it from a muscle balance perspective. Women tend to be a little more interior dominant than men. And accordingly, if we don't put extra focus upon building that posterior chain, it can lead to imbalances. It can cause problems day to day, or particularly with age. Okay, it can cause more low back problems. Right? We can have low back problems and things as a result of that. So putting that extra work into things like glutes and hamstrings can help stave that off. It's just a real good idea. And as for quality of life, it's not just because, hey, they want a better booty. It actually really is about health and quality of life. It goes way, way, way beyond that. Again, how about your back hurts less as you get older? Now that's worth something. And I think that's something everyone can agree on. And the other is just a fringe benefit. So of course, after we do her dumbbell lunges, which we just rotated those in, we do glute ham raises, which you see here. We do belt squats. Sorry, not belt squats. She didn't have the belt squat machine yet. We do reverse hyperextensions, and then we do hanging leg raises. Again, big fan of hanging leg raises for a lot of my lifters for a squat accessory. It's one of the ab exercises that really has solid carryover to your squat. Then up next, of course, we have dynamic effort bench press day. So on dynamic bench day for Emma, we always run bands. She rotates grips, 3 sets wide, 3 sets medium, 3 sets close. We run pretty heavy band tension. I did have her doing dumbbells in the rotation, but now we're doing incline because we see that incline is a bit of a disparity. We want to work on bringing up her entire chest. So again, we're back over to pause benching on the other day plus incline. Speed bench, since we're already doing a flat bench because of all the 9 sets of speed work, we go straight into incline afterwards. Okay? And the rest of the workout is largely kept the same. Okay? We do chin-ups. Well, we're doing chin-ups in this phase. When I have her do pull-ups for a while, she's very good at pull-ups. She always feels like her biceps start to regress. So we either have to start adding curls or we've got to rotate chins back in. But chins do really, really well for her. She's obviously quite strong at chins. She can crank out quite a few. She's definitely no slouch in that area. Then, of course, her lateral raises for her shoulders, which again, this is her one vanity lift. Okay, this is really for Emma our one vanity lift. Always throw that shoulder work in. And as I've said before, when this comes up, when I have a lifter who says, "Hey, coach, I really, really care about this one muscle for my vanity, this one area," I don't mind throwing in some extra work for it. Even if I'm training people for strength and performance and athleticism, I'll let them have their vanity muscle, and we'll program it, with appropriate amounts of volume so that we get the desired result. All right, dynamic effort lower day, speed box squats against bands with the SSB. This phase we're doing conventional pulls instead of sumo. So again, speed pulls against bands. Then we do good mornings. Right now we're using the cambered bar at this part of the rotation. I think for quite a while we were running her safety squat bar again. We're back over to the cambered bar to again avoid acclimating so that we have an exercise that changes every now and then to again help with overuse. To give some novel training response for a while and build up on a new variation, and then we tend to rotate back. So for her on a lot of these primary hip hinges, we rotate through a couple different bars, oftentimes on the good morning, and then what do? We sometimes rotate in Romanian deadlifts for a phase or two in that same spot. The lower body stuff, do a lot of either single leg exercises, which oftentimes is a split squat with the SSB. Right now it's lunges with the dumbbells. When she's at the other gym she can go to, sometimes we use the belt squat, or we even do goblet squats. And then we finish up with reverse hyperextensions, glute ham raises, which she didn't get to me this time. She said she had to separate those up. She got busy through the day, had to finish those as a second workout. We didn't get it on film, but it's okay. We had more than enough for the vlog. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.